Kaylan, welcome to the Arsenal. How does it feel knowing that North London is your new home?
I don't think it's really settled in yet, but it's like a dream come true. Like a dream that has always been there, but you didn't really recognize until it's actually in the works. So I'll start calling it my home, and maybe it'll start feeling like it soon.
So tell us a little bit about how this transfer came to happen and the timeline of it all, because it's been kept under wraps. No one online has a clue about this yet.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it probably initially started Champions League last year when HB Koge was able to, play Arsenal in two matches in the group stages, and so thankfully that happens because I think that kind of initially set maybe some curiosity and interest. Just because I feel I had some pretty decent performances in those group stages, especially against Arsenal. So maybe that kind of set the ball rolling a little bit. And then, yeah, about like 2 months ago, I'd say I got, just woke up to a text from my agent that said, like Arsenal has interest. Shot out of bed, a couple hours later when he finally woke up later, time change and everything was like real interest, so I think it obviously all that kind of stuff takes some time, and it didn't realistically start happening until maybe about a month ago, and then obviously it kind of happened very very quickly in the end. But the interest part had sparked maybe a couple months ago, when probably in the middle of the season. Yeah.
So what kind of emotions were you feeling when you heard it went from interest to transfer?
Yeah, that was insane because at first it was, my dad too was, this is just a great acknowledgement of how well you've been doing and how far you've come. Like even if there's no actual transfer or contract to be signed, like a club with the level that Arsenal plays at has recognized you to be a strong talent. And so that's kind of what it was at the beginning. Well, wow, thank you. That's such an honor that there's interest. And now it's like, wow, now they want me to wear the crest and play on that pitch every day and walk into this facility every day with the badge and to represent the club. And that just raises it to a whole nother level of just an absolute privilege to be in North London.
So this is your first day at London Colney. You've had a little bit of a walk around. I know Gary Lewin's given you a kind of a tour guide.
Yeah.
What have you made of the facilities so far?
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, I'm a little bit confused on where to go, and hopefully I'll have a little buddy to guide me around a little bit. But just to be integrated into the men's and the academies, like it's one club, it's one location, and even to be able to get it kind of when the men's and the academy are gone on their trips, to see it at its peacefulness. I'm excited to see it when it's all bustling and moving, and get to see how it is in action, and just see all of the amazing like amenities and benefits that the training ground provides, just and actually be able to use them instead of just look at them.
And for the fans who will want to know a little bit more about you and what you'll be bringing to the club, we'd love to hear a little bit more about your journey so far. Where did it all start? Where have you been? And why is now the right time for you to move to Arsenal?
Yes, I guess it started probably, my youth club teams, mostly Tampa Bay United, where I'm from, in St. Petersburg, Florida. So I, grew up on that team. That's where I became a goalkeeper, started developing my talent, recruited to play in college at the University of Florida for 4 years. And then after that, I grew into a position where I was drafted by Sky Blue FC, which is now known as Gotham, in New Jersey in the NWSL. And so that was my first introduction to professional leagues, and I wasn't quite ready for that level in that environment, so I went and got some playing time in Iceland, a team called Selfoss. That was COVID time, so a bit of a crazy year that one was, just personally and professionally for everybody in the world. But then I really found a good place at HB Koge in Denmark over the last year and a half, just to really grow in development, and also have a place where I could kind of solidify more my style as a goalkeeper, which has been just a big confidence boost, to be able to get to a place now where I'm like, I'm ready to go to England, which always had been a dream of mine to play in England, and for a club like Arsenal, it's just the daily challenge to go on that pitch with those players every single day and get better every single day. You know, even before match day rolls around, I feel like I'm at a place where I'm ready and I'm confident to come in and push the girls to be better.
So now that you're here at Arsenal, what has Jonas and the club in general said to you in terms of your position at the club and the opportunities available to you over this season?
Yeah, I mean, not too much to be talked about so far. I think, you know, obviously there's some incredible players and an incredible goalkeeper amount on the team. And so to be able to work with her and push her and learn from her, most importantly, I think positions are earned every day. And so I know she's not comfortable, but she's confident. And so I'm excited to also kind of get into that place where I'm comfortable around the team, but confident that I can push her and push my role to be as impactful as I can be, and also just, again, like, I'm here to get better myself and to make the team better. So whatever that position looks like could change, but that'll always be like the core of my ambitions at the club.
And the fans who will no doubt be doing their research on you, they'll be Googling away, probably looking at the highlights and realise that you played 2 games against Arsenal last season. What memories have you got from those games?
Oh, vivid memories. We've already chatted a little bit about the lunchbox and remembering that at Bournemouth. But obviously I remember the ball hitting the back of the net quite a bit, which is not a feeling you ever get used to. But some of the goals in particular, I just remember them going in slow motion and just being just amazed at the quality of the players in red on the pitch. It was just exciting, the atmosphere, like we talked about. In Denmark, there was many more Arsenal fans than Kerr fans, it felt like, because it was just such strong passion for the club, and it was admirable. And I think it just went out as like an honor to go out. There wasn't nerves. You know, I wasn't nervous to play Arsenal. I was excited. I was like, this is going to be amazing. You know, whatever happens, the outcome is the outcome, but this is going to be amazing. And it's kind of transferred into, you know, my day here so far as well.
And I would imagine you had to do your fair share of research on our forwards. What were your findings ahead of those games?
Oh my gosh, it was like, okay, Miedema can't score on me. You know, it was like, oh my God, all right, Nikita Paris, we have to slow her down. How do you slow her down? Just like the way Beth Mead whips in crosses, and obviously like Kim Little is so dynamic, gets into all the perfect pocket spaces. And you know, Caitlin Ford, I think, is somebody that I've always admired watching too the last years, especially for, you know, Australia. And it's just been incredible to get a sense of them on the field on the opposite side, and that was a big reason why I was like, all right, I don't want to play against them just in training. You know, I want to be on that team because I want to be with that level of, oh my God, all the names I read out right there, and I'm missing more, but that's insane talent on the front line there to go up against. It's incredible.
Now, you'll be the 3rd American in our history to represent Arsenal women. A little test of your knowledge here. Can you name the other 2 Americans?
Yeah, Heather O'Reilly was here quite a few years ago, 5, I believe, and then obviously Tobin Heath last year. So big names. You can't say those without, you know, giving a little bit of thought to the impact they've had on the game in the U.S. national team.
I'm sure Heather and Tobin will be cheering you on. Heather's always very active on social. She's still a Gooner at heart. So.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get in touch with them at some point. And obviously, like, Tobin is still playing, so to watch her first. But maybe they'll make a trip out here and we can have a little American party with Matt at some point.
And just on a personal level, you must be incredibly proud to be over here flying the flag for America here at Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely. You know, being only the 3rd American, it's not a long list. So there's a lot of, not pressure, but just, honor and pride to be an American in England and bring that level of, you know, mentality and energy that, you know, America's known for, and kind of bring my upbringing into my style of play and my energy. But it'll be interesting how it mixes with all the internationals here as well, because America has some an up and down, you know, kind of status and view in Europe that I think is just awesome, and I like to embrace it, the controversy and the conflict, because, you know, I'm my own person, but I get to represent like such an amazing place.
One thing that almost every Arsenal player talks about here, any player that comes through the door, is the incredible unity, the togetherness within this side. Just how excited are you to get on that training pitch and get to work now?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see it just by the social media videos and just walking around Colney and seeing kind of the, the we, not me stands all over the place, and getting to watch the girls just battle in the gym earlier today together is, I think it's just so important to bond, and bring our different cultures and backgrounds together and be able to battle on the pitch. And I think you can see it in the way that the team plays together, because it's such a important factor in being a successful group, on the pitch and off the pitch as individuals. So I think that part is it just feels familiar. Been here for a day and it feels familiar and comfortable with that.
And just finally, what's your message to the Arsenal fans who are going to be so excited to welcome you to the club?
I don't know, really. I mean, I'm just too excited to really think. I hope you have high expectations for me, as you should from, every Arsenal player. But also, just hope you keep supporting the team in general. And, maybe you've never heard my name before, but I'll make sure that you know who it is after a little while. And, yeah, hopefully we just keep supporting. I'll make you guys proud and continue to add to the legacy.
Thank you very much, Kaylan. Good luck.
Thank you.